Have you or a loved one been wronged by pregnant pregnancy?
Hey, I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if some people come in and see if anybody had any questions or any updates about anything going on in the games today. But I just wanted to give an update. I know on today's video with the Utah Jazz team total, I told everybody I would reach out and give them an update of whether or not I'm going to still take the bet. So I just wanted to give a couple of things, couple of updates. One, since that time, the team total for the Jazz has gone up from 115.5 to 117.5. That doesn't bother me. I still like the Jazz, especially now that I know for sure Kawhi isn't playing. They already ruled out Paul George and Batum earlier. I still think it's safe, Cameron. Yeah, I still think 17.5. I will be taking it. Right now, I'm just waiting on the lineup for the Utah Jazz. I haven't seen anybody hurt. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mitchell will still be playing and Clarkson and Bojan Bogdanovic. So I don't think none of those guys aren't going to be playing. So more than likely, I'm still taking that bet. I'm just anal about it. I just rather wait for the final lineups before I put anything in. But the biggest hurdle to me was Kawhi playing, and now that he's out, I feel good with it. I don't think if the line ultimately you need, I'm gonna need 118 to win anyway, so I'm not worried about that. What do I think about Chicago Bulls coming back? Let me take a look at that. The score on that one. Because I've actually been looking at the Knicks and Orlando. I mean, the Bulls are home. I mean, the Bulls are in the top tier in scoring. So, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Um, will they come back and beat? Yeah. I mean, they're down 20 right now. I mean, it's the NBA. As long as is Zach LaVine playing? I mean, Zach LaVine is playing. Um, they'll come back. I can't say whether or not they'll beat them, but I doubt they'll lose by 20. I don't think Detroit beats them by 20. Um, I mean, yeah, I doubt they would beat them by 20. So I would say the Bulls will come back and make a game of it. Bet MGM, or is that the? I don't know about Bet MGM. I'm not sure what it is on there. I know. Right now. Yeah, Vinny, I'm gonna try. Like I said, I do feel real good about it with Kawhi not playing. Utah, Utah has been playing real good, even though they've been at home. They've been playing real good offensively. They shoot the three better away from their home, and pretty sure they're gonna be going up and down the court. Because I mean that's all those points the last two games. I mean Miami is like 20, 27 in points scored per game, and they let them get 118. Cleveland averaged like 100, and they got like 111. Like they're just being so hot, they'll come in there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they put up 100. Thanks, Sheena. Um, Waldo's, what's a good sports book? It just depends. I mean, are you looking for, you know, FanDuel is one of the better ones they have. Some of the other ones, and I've never used Bet MGM, but some of the other ones I've noticed that it takes a little bit longer. You might have to use Bitcoin to cash out to uh, uh, and then do the conversions and all that stuff. So I think FanDuel is pretty cool. I mean, and I haven't really seen in FanDuel, I haven't really seen that much of a difference when it comes to lines and stuff like that. And I think FanDuel actually offers better betting options. Like I know you can cash out early on parlays with FanDuel. And I know a lot of people about do I do parlays? Um, I don't really do parlays like that. But I know people been asking about that. And I know, I think that's a great option to be able to cash out early. Because I've seen many times when a person thing off of one bet, FanDuel is the way to go. I definitely think that they would be the way to go to me. FanDuel or DraftKings, because I mean FanDuel and DraftKings are basically both the same, so I like them both. Lowry is going to be I don't know. They say he's questionable. I mean the way he tried to make a go of him like he was going to be that good. Kyle Lowry don't. It. I don't know. I mean, that injury looked kind of bad when he was coming off the field off the court yesterday. So I don't know if he plays or not. Milwaukee, I don't know. They got real cold in that fourth quarter. In the middle of the fourth quarter, towards the end, they got pretty cold. I mean, because I thought they were on pace. Started the fourth quarter to get at least 120. So I was a little bit shocked by that. So I'm looking at that game. Mm, I'm a little bit torn. I'd be curious to see what Kyle Lowry, if he play or he doesn't play. Because I mean, most days you can kind of tell, you kind of know what's going to happen. That's just something that happened a couple of weeks ago when Durant had the COVID protocols. They didn't start him, and then they you know pulled him in the beginning of the third quarter. I mean, it should be they should be coming Utah injured. None of the big three that I mentioned in the video earlier. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna still take that bet. I just like to make sure, especially nowadays with COVID and everything. The last thing I want is somebody like Donovan Mitchell for them to say a last minute scratch because of COVID protocol or COVID. We definitely gonna stick with 117.5. I'm not concerned about that. Like I said, I wouldn't even say Paul George. I think they're a different defensive team without Kawhi. And last two games, they're averaging more than their season average. Is a little. I mean, it's good for them, but I don't know if it's good overall because that makes you wonder a little bit. Like, how do you lose both of your stars and your team is actually scoring more points? Now, granted, they're giving up more points, but that the fact that they're still scoring more points is a little tricky. I mean, because ultimately they still beat them. So in my opinion, I didn't feel like the Clippers with Paul and Kawhi in the game. I didn't feel like they really did much to slow any of the big three down. I mean, because how important are both of them to that team if they're going to be, scoring more points in a scoring lead? Because they already shoot the three very well. They in the top five is 3-point shooting, and I mean, if I remember when I was doing my research earlier, I mean the last three games, I want to say that their 3-point shooting percentage been better than before. That Kawhi is out, and the 117.5. I'm now still like Utah to go over their team total to go over. If anything does change with the line.